recognize their transition into the profession of arms. We acknowledge the tradition of honor and legacy of valor provided by those who came before and inspire us here today. We would also like to thank the family and friends for their continued support that these graduates will be counting on as they serve our great nation in the years to come. This week, we have a special opportunity to recognize one additional and significant achievement demonstrating the dedication of 18 of our graduates who have completed the process to become citizens of the United States of America. Today's recognition is made possible by a partnership between the Department of Defense and the Department of Homeland Security to allow active duty service members to become citizens under the Naturalization at Basic Training Initiative. To be eligible, a member of the armed forces must pass a comprehensive application process administered by the Department of Homeland Security, including a background check and personal interview to demonstrate high moral character and their knowledge of the English language. Applicants are also tested on U.S. history and government. When applicants take the oath of allegiance to the U.S. Constitution, they become American citizens. Please hold your applause until all names have been announced. The Air Force is proud to recognize Airman Jongbu Sherpa, country of origin, Nepal. Airman Leo Gillico, country of origin, Palau. Airman Elisa Aureliano, country of origin, Philippines. Airman Roy Matero, country of origin, Kenya. Airman Herman Fogon, country of origin, Cameroon. Airman Jovan Hamilton, country of origin, Jamaica. Airman Yasmin Nate, country of origin, Ghana. Airman Leziel Donato, country of origin, Philippines. Airman Komla Goka, country of origin, Togo. Airman Luis Hain, country of origin, Ecuador. Airman Nicoli Williams, country of origin, Jamaica. Airman James Murana, country of origin, Uganda. Airman Gomezgani Ngulube, country of origin, Malawi. Airman Charlotte Ryder, country of origin, United Kingdom. Airman Favi Satya, country of origin, U.S. Samoa. Airman Aditi Shrestha, country of origin, Nepal. Airman Joshua Garenfell, country of origin, Micronesia. Airman Margarita Koga Rivas, country of origin, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us congratulate the newest citizens of the United States of America. Good morning. I am Master Sergeant Blake Elliott, Military Training Instructor Trainer, and I will be your narrator for today's ceremony. As the flights move into position, and for the safety and comfort of those around you, we ask that you refrain from entering the retreat pad and remain in your respective seating area when taking photos during this ceremony. At the conclusion of the ceremony, you may proceed onto the retreat pad after the flights are dismissed. Please be cautious when ascending and descending the bleachers, utilize the handrails, and watch for tripping, slipping, and falling hazards. Restroom facilities are located in the reception center and to the right of the flagpole. During this morning's ceremony, smoking and the consumption of alcoholic beverages is not permitted. At this time, please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. Thank you, and enjoy today's ceremony. In the military, ceremonies are held to accord distinctive honors to national symbols or individuals on special occasions. These ceremonies are also used to display the proficiency and state of training in a command and to promote teamwork and pride in the organization. They also contribute to public morale by displaying symbolically the strength and unity of the military in support of the nation. All of the movements that you will observe today are known as drill. The purpose of drill is to enable a commander or non-commissioned officer, such as the military training instructor, the ability to move their units from one place to another in an orderly manner, to aid in training by instilling discipline and habits of precision and response to the leader's orders, and to provide for the development of all leaders in the practice of commanding formations. To maintain the proper decorum and respect for events such as this, we ask that you abide by the following standards while you are here. First, there will be times that you will be asked to stand. For the invocation, the playing of the national anthem, the Air Force song, and the reciting of the Airman's Creed. Second, we ask that you remain silent during these times, reflecting on the price that has been paid for our freedom. Third, we ask that you pay respect to the flag during the national anthem. Military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. Civilians should stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. After the last note of the national anthem, you may return your hand to your side. Thank you, and should enjoy today's ceremony. Now marching into position, Flight 399, led by Technical Sergeant Giancarlo Hernandez. Flight 400, led by Technical Sergeant Joseph Hyder. Flight 401, led by Technical Sergeant Brian Winter. Flight 402, led by Staff Sergeant Joseph Mecca. Flight 403, led by Technical Sergeant Bryce Schweigert. Flight 404, led by Master Sergeant Dylan Chavez. Flight 405, led by Technical Sergeant William Cruz Torres. Flight 406, led by Technical Sergeant Pedro Escobar. White 407, led by Technical Sergeant Joseph Walters. White 408, led by Technical Sergeant Romario Barley. Flight 409, led by Technical Sergeant Andrew Imhoff. Flight 410, led by Technical Sergeant Jessica Tharp. Musical support for this morning's ceremony is provided by the Airmen from Flight 411, led by Technical Sergeant Brandon Sisson, performing under the direction of Technical Sergeant Matthew Zettamoyer, military training instructor, hometown, Augusta, Georgia. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours for practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort and commitment demonstrate teamwork and the Air Force's core value, service before self. With each Drum and Bugle Corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the invocation given by Chaplain Osjohn.
Please pray in your tradition as I do in mine. O God of heavenly powers, by the might of your command, you drive away all the obstacles before us and lead us toward being successful leaders and followers. Be present in your goodness with your servants, trainees, MTIs, commanders, civil servants, and families. Today, we pray for a special blessing for them and ask for you to be their seeing eyes, hearing ears, and deciding minds, so that they will have tough-mindedness, tireless motivation, and unceasing vigilance for their duties, their families, and our nation. O God of strength and power, we knock your door and seek only from you, for you to embrace us. Touch our hearts, our mind, our spirit, our concerns, hope, weaknesses, our families, our loved ones, our nation, and good citizens of the world. We know that when you touch, all the wounds will be healed, all infirmity will go away, and enmity will be replaced with friendship, so that peace in our nation and in the world will be accomplished as a result of service and leadership of our graduates. In many beautiful names you have, we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Good morning. Welcome to today's Basic Military Training graduation ceremony. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony. The Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training and 1989 graduate of Basic Military Training, Colonel Billy Wilson Jr., accompanied by his wife and 1992 graduate of basic military training, Liza. From the graduating squadron, the commander, 323rd Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Rodolfo Orozco, accompanied by his wife, Angela. The senior enlisted leader, 323rd Training Squadron and 1997 graduate of basic military training, Chief Master Sergeant Jason Marks. Also in attendance with us today, the Command Sergeant Major, 4th Sustainment Brigade, Command Sergeant Major Aaron Campanella, accompanied by his wife, Lisa. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, this 737 training group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Master Sergeant Marks will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Wherever you are, follow your dreams, follow your dreams, follow your dreams. Good morning, families, friends, and guests in attendance. Thank you for traveling to support your loved ones. How proud of you are them and their tremendous accomplishment. Before I begin, I would like to recognize our military training instructors. Military training instructors, please stand. These men and women work tirelessly to help transform your loved ones from civilians to the airmen you see before you. Thank you, instructors, for what you do day in and day out. Veterans in attendance, if able, please stand and be recognized. These men and women paved the way for us and continue to anchor our nation through their continued support, service, and sacrifice. To our newest airmen, once again, don't they look good? Do me a huge favor, please stand and give our newest airmen another round of applause and make this moment one they'll never forget. Thank you. Every week, I get to sit down with our airmen for an hour or two and talk about various topics. Surprisingly, we never talk very much about them missing home. There was one topic that always seemed to resurface. Can you guess what that was? Leadership. Yes, leadership. For some of them, basic training was the first opportunity for them to lead, and man, did they not shy away from it. They wanted to know how to improve as leaders, how to gain buy-in from their flight members, how to foster inclusiveness, and even how to identify their shortcomings and develop on those same shortcomings. Airman Carpenter even asked, how would he go about being paired with a mentor once he graduated basic training? How many of you were thinking about that aspect of leadership and followership at 18, 19, 20 years of age? Definitely not I. Now, we recognize their appetite to be better than they were when they arrived here. Our responsibility is to cultivate that hunger, to lead and to solve problems by giving them parameters and allowing them to solve problems within that framework. Translation, basically we owe it to them to give these airmen problems to solve and get the heck out of their way. They are more than capable. Now I realize I'm one of the obstacles keeping you from that sweet tea and breakfast tacos, so I'll finish up quickly. Tonight, you should sleep well because you're protected by the world's greatest Air Force, powered by the world's greatest airmen. Congratulations on this huge milestone. If I could, I would trade places with you. Mustangs! Excellence always! And finally, I leave you with this. You are joining a team that will look for you to define the character of our force for years to come. We have the utmost faith in you, and because every time you recite the Airman's Creed, you adamantly proclaim that you will not fail, and we believe you. As your senior enlisted leader, I hereby acknowledge your completion of all graduation requirements and have recommended to Colonel Wilson and Chief Master Sergeant Anderson that you receive your coveted Airman's coin, which signifies your transition today from trainees to airmen. Congratulations. Military training instructors, you may proceed.
At this part of the ceremony, the military training instructors will distribute the Venerable Airman's coin, and for the first time, distinct Space Force coins to our Space Force graduates. The lore of military coins has many colorful suspected origins. However, a popular story stems from World War I, where American volunteers formed flying squadrons in France during the Great War. One of the volunteers was a wealthy lieutenant who took great pride in his service and had medallions cast in bronze, with his squadron's emblem on them. He gave those medallions to every member of his unit. Not long after, one of the pilots was shot down behind enemy lines and was captured by a German patrol. The German forces confiscated the pilot's possessions except for the pilot's medallion that he wore around his neck. While in confinement in a small French village, the captured pilot took advantage of a nighttime bombardment by the Allies. He donned civilian clothes and escaped after crossing the front lines to safety. He came across a French outpost where he was initially thought to be a saboteur, until he showed them his unit coin. The French forces recognized the unit emblem, and instead of any harsher treatment, he received a bottle of wine. Today, several military units have developed their own coins and specific rules for them. Many organizations give out their unit coins to recognize outstanding performances and achievements. The coins the airmen and space professionals receive today are unique in that they originate here at the gateway to the Air Force and are only given to those who complete this rigorous course of instruction. On one side of the airman's coin, the original emblem of the Air Force resides as envisioned by General Henry Hap Arnold, one of the first military aviators and later commander of the Army Air Forces in World War II. Beneath the emblem, the year 1947, the birth date of the United States Air Force, and around the rim of the coin, the core values of the Air Force: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Inscribed on the other side of the coin is the newly recognized emblem of the Air Force, a symbol that honors the heritage of our past and represents the promise of our future. The emblem retains the core elements of the Henry Hap Arnold emblem, the Arnold wings, and the star within a circle. The modern effect of the emblem reflects our Air and Space Force today and into the future. Inscribed in a half circle above the contemporary Air Force emblem is the Air Force motto, "Aim high, fly, fight, win." And on the border of the coin, a reminder to all who see this is inscribed, "Awarded on the occasion of becoming an airman in the world's greatest Air Force."
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Orozco will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Wow, that was awesome. Welcome, family, friends, and loved ones to the gateway of the U.S. Air Force. It's great to see so many of you supporting your airmen. In fact, for most of them, it's been your love and support that gave them the determination to endure and succeed at basic training. Your continued support will carry them throughout their service to our nation for years to come. Thank you. For others, it was the wingman next to them that provided the encouragement to fight harder, to never give up, and to reconnect with or discover their purpose for being here. Because a warrior never fights for what's in front of them, but for who is beside them and for what they left behind. For all of these airmen, it was the motivation, training, and inspiration provided by our military training instructors that enabled their success today. Our MTIs have sacrificed for your airmen. They have tirelessly gave of themselves, their experience, and their professionalism poured into each new airman you see before you. They did this not for themselves, but for the future of our Air Force and the collective security of our nation. Because it's not what we give up that matters, it's what we give for that counts. Please join me in giving them another round of applause. Over the last 7.5 weeks, your airmen have learned that no one succeeds alone. They are more resilient, more adaptive, and more equipped to conquer the challenges our nation will face into an unknown future against a formidable adversary. These airmen have learned that we fight as a team, but the job is not done. This is just the start, airmen. There's so much more to learn. It will get harder. More will be expected and required of you. But embrace these realities and persevere in spite of them. Believe in the power within yourself to make a difference. Like the Tuskegee Airmen of World War II who flew P-51 Mustangs over the skies of Germany, they too believed in their ability to fly, fight, and win, despite the challenges they faced at home and abroad. It is my belief that you will accept the challenge and carry on in such a manner that it will reflect good credit on yourself and our country. Ultimately, your successes and your failures will be a result of preparation and hard work. Lead and follow by example. Maintain a positive attitude. And let the Air Force core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do be your guide. I know you're ready. Go out and make us proud. Mustangs, congratulations on completing basic military training. Once again, welcome to the profession of arms and to the world's greatest Air Force. I look forward to serving alongside you as we continue to deliver air power for America. Good luck and Godspeed. One team!
Thank you, Colonel Orozco. At this time, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize basic military training's most outstanding performer, someone who demonstrated their ability to successfully navigate all assessments, testing their physical abilities, academic aptitude, and adaptability to the military environment through multiple progress checks. This airman has surpassed all others in the challenges of training and has earned the distinction of being the top graduate of this class. The top graduate is from Flight 399, Airman Tavish Quigley. He is from West Jordan, Utah, and joined the Air Force to be a cryptologic language analyst. In the stands cheering are his wife, Christina, parents, Troy and Holly, and grandparents, Thomas and Carrie. His recruiter is Staff Sergeant Adams from the 151st Air Refueling Wing, West Jordan, Utah. Please stand as a sign of unity as our top graduate leads us through the Airman's Creed. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
I am an American Airman!
Please remain standing for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song. Congratulations on achieving this historic milestone that marks the beginning of your career. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seating area. The graduates will be dismissed momentarily. Families with graduates in the Drum and Bugle Corps are asked to wait for their graduates on the north side of the west bleachers while they secure their equipment. We ask that you refrain from running onto the retreat pad and please use caution when descending the bleachers. Town Pass ends at 2000 hours. When dropping off your graduates, please stay in your vehicle. Family members are not authorized to enter into any training area. Thank you, and please enjoy your stay at 37 Training Wing, Joint Base, San Antonio-Lackland, Texas. Flight commanders, dismiss your flights. Airmen, you lost a flight cap. Report to the podium to retrieve it. Top graduate, report to the podium to retrieve your certificate. All graduates are now released to their families.